and I forgot to unmute my mic for the stream. So, all right. Why do we have that in the background? What's going on here? Why do I have OBS in my background? Uh, or not OBS, but why is Opera? There, there we go. Okay, now it's fixed. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Hello, Reaper. Yeah, we had a little bit of a technical hiccup already. Not nearly as bad as yesterday, so I don't know what it was, but apparently actually I do kind of know what it was. That uh the default output resolution for OBS to streaming was apparently too high for Kick, so I had to reduce the output from the 2500 or whatever it was that I had there, the 1440 to 1080. So, yeah, now it's actually where it should be. Okay, and that is we're gonna end up banning the bot there. I don't need somebody. I wish there was something like Siri bot on Kick, but there is not. So what are we doing today for stream? Well, what we're gonna be doing is playing Valorant, simply because I want to see how long it's gonna take to get the toxic players, because that seems like it'll be fun. And I did think that I got the Riot client open. It Well, let me just launch it from the task manager or task menu. See if I can actually get that launched up. It should be able to. There we go. Uh, Actually, am I able to? Uh, Not that I don't know what my login credentials for this were, so let's try this. And then stay signed in. That is not the login credentials. Now stay away from Val. I heard legends of a thing. Yeah, well, we're definitely gonna end up finding. I guess I'll just end up making a new account. It's not like I spent any money in it, so let's see if all right, let's see if I did actually have an account on that. All right, let's see if I get an email. I did get an email. All right, so I did have that correct. All right, let's see if that should. Okay, that was. I just needed to, apparently the capital letters are a thing for Riot on signing into the accounts. That is not something I was expecting. And all right, so we're getting that updated. It is 20% of the way updated. Let me see if I can actually open. I don't want to pause it. I just want to see the There we go. Okay. Now we're at 7.1, 22, 29, and it drops down to 5 megabits. We're at 11%. So it's really not going to take too long with this. It's just, I'm not sure why it's a slower download on the Riot client than what it would be with everything else. I need to be aware of the e-girl and e-kitten. Yeah, I probably do, but we're gonna play this anyways. I want to see the how long it takes to get an actual toxic player if we actually get toxic players. It is really weird with its download speed on this. I'm curious as to why it's going so slow with the download because I should have really good internet, so it should not be this low of a download. Even with me streaming right now, it's like zero point 0.1 kilobits a second. That is, unless it's like the writing to the hard drive, but this is, I don't know. It's like, and it's not letting me see a tracker or anything like that, so that's kind of weird. I guess that's why I like the Steam because I can sit there and watch the graph of how it's uh, going. Oh, and I just realized I probably need to. All right. Let me. Okay, so we do have the. Am I actually? I am connected to the phone. All right. That is the important part. Making sure that I'm connected to the phone. Now, if Goth is fine, seems to be chill. Don't ask what they, uh, why they just are. But the e-girl is a scary thing because they ask you to watch their. Oh, see, I'm not familiar with that. We'll probably end up becoming familiar with that through this. I might also try. Well, I could end up. You know what? Let me let me get some water here. I'm wondering if I should try talking like this while we're on the Valorant, see what ends up being the case. We can always end up trying with this type of voice when we're on the seeing because I feel like this is gonna get us the no, you don't want this voice. What's wrong with this voice? I think it'd be fine. I mean, the goal is to end up getting those people to end up commenting in voice chat so that it's something that I can clip and make fun of. Isn't this the perfect voice for that? You sound like me when I was a kid and autistic, except that I'm definitely not a child. It's like I have not been a child in a long time. Oh, whoa, wait. I've got something that here we go. You want that? We'll go with this. No, this is pretty awful. I'll just go back to we're not gonna use the voice changer there. That's pretty bad. That was beyond awful there. All right, so where are we at with the install? It's only at 14%. Wow. Feel like maybe it slowed down because of the fact that we're live at the moment, and I have not actively played this game in well over a year. I mean, it was one of the ones that I played the most when I first started streaming, but then just I got into Fortnite and then Apex. And yeah, those I've just never kept up with Valorant. It's also quite slow, honestly. Like I'm gonna be trying to play to get the toxic players, but and just get the craziness that comes from that. Thankfully, I've got my panic button that I can end up muting if I need to. Won't be able to end up clipping it if I have to mute, but in all seriousness, Valorant is not that toxic anymore unless it's ranked. Yeah, they be telling you to go through grass. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't think it's really ever been, even when I was playing it more actively back then. I don't know that I actually really came across actively toxic players. Do they exist? Yes. I mean, that would be just foolish to say that they don't exist. Though I mean, I can still count on one hand the number of instances that I've had where it would be like really actively toxic to the point that people complain about it a lot. Apex, obviously, because I play that more, is like, uh, I'm if I include Valorant and Apex, I might need both hands to count for like the instances that are toxic players that are beyond the pale. But for the most part, I think it's a little bit overblown with the entirety of claiming that it's really bad. All right, so we're at. See, I've seen them in ranked, like diamond and above. Yeah, I'm not playing ranked. I'm just playing the regular matches, so it's not gonna end up having that most likely. All right, it's still like pocket. Well, hello, pocket. What do we have here? I see a pocket that I have not seen a while. And I can turn this back on so we get that a little bit because we're at 17% on the update. Yes, we do have myself getting ready to play Valorant as soon as this update is over. Who else? Pocket, you 10 crunches. Joke's on you, Pocket. I've already done those for the day. I'm probably going to end up actually. I didn't think about it before, but I'm probably going to end up uh, disabling those particular channel point redeems because I've actually started doing that on my own without uh, the need of channel points to kind of spur me on to do so. Where is the where is the you to wait and strike. I don't know about that. Alright, so we're at 19 or 18% now on this update. What's up, Tony? How's it going? We are currently just waiting for Valorant to finish its update, and then we will be playing for the toxicity aspect of the game, seeing if I can get them. It's good to hear that you're doing all right. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking that this update is going so slowly because of the fact that I'm live right now. It just jumped up to 9.8 kilobits a second and just dropped right back down to 0.1. It seriously has to end up being because of the fact that I'm live right now. That's the only solution or reason I could think that it is being this slow on its update. All right, let me check some of these messages on Twitter for the thing. Got Boomer Faster that's randomly messaging me, so this has to be a bot asking if I'm available for a chat. It's like, no, I'm not. I am absolutely not available for any chats on that. See if you want to be annoying to Alexia. I've already read that. I don't know, Reaper, you have to end up trying really hard. I don't know that you actually gotten there yet. Or maybe if you did, it was well back before I left, and so I've forgotten about what it was that you may have done. You're the reason that this isn't on. Oh, that was TTS. Like, I don't know why that's not working, honestly. It actually might be me having to log into that has been on. Okay, I think it's probably because of the fact that I've been not streaming for so long, so that it ends up not being connected. It should be there now. Oh, we're at 32, 16, 15, 5, 2.4, and back to, oh, jump back. Okay. We just jumped to 30%. It is jumping all over the place with going from 0.1 kilobits a second to 30 plus. Oh, nope. Back down to 0.1. Good grief. I probably, if I had thought about this, I should probably have updated the game before I even went live, but to be perfectly honest, the idea of playing Valorant came to mind literally as I hit the go live, so there was no thought process at all before deciding that this is what I was going to play today. Okay, we've just jumped to 38%, so it's speeding up some. It's now going to, there we go, 72 megabits a second. then it's just rapidly dropping back down to that, but it's actually staying into the megabits right now for a lot more. We're at 45%. It's back down to 0.1. Last time I don't even remember what you sent last time, Reaper, for me to have told you to F off. Alright, we're at 46% for the game to be updated. Got 20 people on Twitter watching. That's interesting. I was drunk. Was that the time that I had that giant buzzball, which I will never end up drinking again because it tasted like somebody crushed up sweet tarts and then dumped it into a bottle of vodka? God, that was awful. It was slightly more tolerable to drink when it was cold, but by itself, those things are nasty. Okay, so it was that particular day. I don't know whoever thought those buzzballs were a good idea. I got the thing because of this meme. I drank most of it that day, and then I threw out what was left because I realized I was not going to be touching it at all ever again. Alright, we're at 48% now. If it does what it was doing just a few moments ago with it jumping, nope, there it goes, jumping up over again. Yeah, that was actually a decent stream, I think. Especially playing the Apex, because I do remember that nade toss that I got in there that was so lucky that I just knocked somebody with a nade, tossed a nade, stuck somebody, and then knocked them again with the nade exploding. That was good. And hello, cat. If you're gonna be jumping up here, I'm gonna be putting you back on the floor. You can jump into my lap, but the moment you get on the table, see, I told you, the moment you get on the table, you're getting moved. Alright, now we're at 57%, 58%. So it definitely was doing some more jumping around while I was taking care of that cat that decided to get in the way. Now we're at 61. Okay. Cat, I took you off the table for a reason. That doesn't mean that you can climb around behind the monitors to come over here. Why must you do that? You were without a troublemaker that stream? I mean, there was several. Alright, we're at 67% now. It's only taken 37 minutes. Well, maybe not quite 37 minutes to get to this point, but it has definitely taken longer than I would have ideally have wanted it to, but this is what I get for entirely last minute, literally last minute, deciding to change what I was going to do to going to play Valo. Without having ever launched it up in the last 4+ months. So yeah, it was guaranteed to end up needing an update. But we're at 70% right now. The best part was your father telling you to shut the hell up because you were laughing at 3 in the morning. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you were enjoying yourself that stream. I don't know when the next time I'm going to be doing something that heavy on drinking a stream. It's probably not going to be for a while, though. It was worth it? Well, I'm glad you think so. We're almost 75% of the way on the install of this. And now okay. Pants are off because they were getting uncomfortable while sitting down, but I'm probably going to regret that shortly because leather seat. How's my day been? Well, aside from the fact that had an optometrist appointment earlier today that I had to go to, so my glass to get new glasses and all that, which I will be getting in about 2 weeks, and then having a locksmith come out to replace the key for my vehicle. It's been all right. Spent more money than I would have cared to have spent today, but because it was $69 at the optometrist because the VA doesn't cover the film, like the anti-glare film that would go on the glasses. I had to pay that on that, and then it was $180 for the locksmith. That was fun, and then it also 2 hours for my eyes to no longer be dilated. But ideally, when I get those new glasses in and stream, it should actually be better because I'm not going to have the glare from the computer screen or my lights on the glasses that make it a little bit more difficult to do the eye tracking. Theoretically, we'll see if that actually ends up being the case. Also, it's like I'll have glasses that fit better than what I've currently got because the frames for the ones that I've got currently are too small for my face by about 3 sizes. And that's not something that I really ever paid attention to before, so I think I've always had glasses that the frames were too small for me. Kat, what are you doing and getting yourself into now? What are you scratching at? Where are you? There's no way you're in that shelf. So where are you scratching? scratching at the attic door, and I don't know why. Alright, we're at 90%. So it's just about done. Hey, it just finished. Alright, there we go. Now I can pop us over onto this one. I will jump myself over here. Waiting for the game to come up, and then I'm gonna have to figure out which one of these it's gonna end up being on. Where are you? It's not launching. Of course it's not. That would be too much work to ask after all of this went through with the waiting for it to update. Oh, okay. There we go. It took a while to get there. My god, how long do you take to actually load? Alright, now we got the little spinny wheel thing, and it's... Of course, Epic does that. I'm probably gonna have to close out of... Let's just close the Epic launcher, because it's gonna keep on saying that it needs to update for N. But how long is it gonna take for this to load? Like, what the hey? Okay, I'm seriously confused by this. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, there we go. It's finally launched on that. Now let's see why it's not. And more of these. Alright, so it's on the loading screen for Valorant, but y'all are getting a black screen because, of course, it's gonna be that. Why wouldn't it be? I kind of got the feeling like it's not responding. Let's check Task Manager. Doesn't say it's not responding, but it is barely pulling anything for it, so it might as well be frozen. Holy crap, is it just not gonna be playing this today? Now I've got Razor saying that Valorant maxed out at 462 FPS this session when it was basically not doing anything. Oh my god. It may not actually be a day that we are playing this because holy crap, is this being an issue? Like, what the heck? Like, it's almost as if the thing itself is just not okay. Well, we are just not gonna be let me just change what we're gonna end up playing because it's just not gonna comply with us on that. So let's do that. Go to here. Come on, pull it up. There we go. We'll just have to update this, but it should not take anywhere near as much time. Yeah. All that time and effort on that to try to end up playing that particular game, and it just decides that, nope, you're not going to. Let's get the... See, and Steam is easily updating this particular Apex with it hitting 300 megabits a second. So it's going to be done in a very short amount of time. Apex, the game that, yeah, no Val today because it's just not working. We're going to be doing Apex, which, yeah, you could play. Don't know why you just... That's kind of a lame excuse for not playing, is just because other people are better. Right, there we are at 459 megabits a second download. Now 525, 538, 561, 586. And now it's waiting for the drive to catch up. It's about halfway finished with the download for this. Would have figured with me having been home the last couple of days that it would have actually done the update on this as well, but apparently not. So this update just about complete. Yeah, we're at 6 gigabytes of 10.7 downloaded already. Peak download speed of 626.5 megabits a second. We're currently at 498. Oh, just got back over. Nope, never mind. Not over 500 yet. But again, it's not going to take that long for it to finish on that. It's like me, can't let my friends have the high ground, but in all seriousness, I just got Wi-Fi, so I have been able to play it, so I need time to get back to how good I used to be, and so you never won a match. Yeah. I mean, you have nowhere to go but up, as they say. Alright, we're just about finished downloading this, then we're just having to wait for the hard drive to update, which that'll probably speed up once the download's done. Which just finished. And then the disk usage is now shooting up. Now it's dropping. I don't remember whether I have this on the SSD or the hard drive, to be perfectly honest. And at these speeds, it's hard to say whether it's the one or the other two. So I've got Steam installing to 2 different hard drives. One's a solid state, the other one's not a solid state. And I just do not remember which one of those 2 drives I have installed Apex onto. I want to say it's potentially on the solid state, but I don't remember. Oh, why is it all of a sudden now I'm starting to feel tired? It must be the jet lag that's I'm still not quite recovered from. Okay, it's saying it's gonna be about 10 minutes? No, there's no way that can be 10 minutes. Well, I guess in that case what we can end up doing here, let me bring this over here. We will go back to here, do that. Let me bring this up. No, it's not that one. There we go. And what is with the no audio on where's the audio and why is it not playing? Let's just pull up a random video, see if it's something to do with this. That is not that. Click on this. It has to do with that. There we go. That now it's fixed. There we go.
Hey,
now
boss, I was just inside with your sister and...
Not my baby sister, you glutton.
I was just gonna say she seems really upset, but she won't tell me what's up. Did I do something wrong?
Haha, no, you're in the clear on that count. That one's all me.
I don't get it. Why are you so happy about making her so upset?
Mostly because it's hilarious. You want to hear the story for you lower judgment?
I'm willing to hear ya.
She's a city girl, never grew up around animals, only been around dogs and cats.
Yeah, I knew that about her.
Well, I just hatched a whole bunch of ducklings out, got them out of the incubator, and she was loving on them. I found one that was lame, and I told her I was going to have to cull it.
Understandable.
She got upset and begged me not to wring its neck or do it any way that she thought would be inhumane, so I asked her, what about a shotgun blast?
Point and click, think miss.
The kids were out there with me, and they wanted to see me do it. But I kept getting too close, so I told them, back up. I put it at the ground, put one in the ground, and then I showed them, this is a big old crater. I don't want this to be you. So then I went ahead and shot the duckling, but when I did, I heard this, and I looked over at the window, and there she is, ugly crying in the window, so I had to run inside.
So you pulled a Napoleon Dynamite and had to run in there to comfort her?
Hell no, I ran inside to get a selfie with her while she was ugly crying.
Hey, boss, I was just inside with your sister and...
Not my baby.
Oh, that's hilarious. There's here we go.
All right, boss, Father John, I am out of here. I can't wait to get home. What on earth has got you so excited to go home? Aren't your wives and daughters on a new mother's retreat? Well, yes, but when they're gone and I'm all alone, I get to enact what's called the King David Protocol. Are you talking about the King David in the Bible that is in the patriarchal lineage of Christ? One and the same. In fact, it was your beloved Bible that gave me this idea. And what, pray tell, is this idea? The King David Protocol allows me to have a member of whatever sex I choose be my bedmate and bed warmer, provided there is no sexual intimacy. And just how did you get this idea from my beloved Bible? 1 Kings chapter 1, verses 1 through 4. Yes, when King David was old, he suffered from the chills. His ministers found a woman named Abishag to provide that warmth for him. She ministered to him, took care of him, but they did not have sex. Yes, and amongst King David's antics, that one's rather tame. And if that man's in heaven, then I know I can be forgiven for a great deal of things. I love the Bible. Listen here, you little shit.
I love the way they just storms off on that one. Oh.
All right. John!
Yes, boss?
I've got a little bit of a job coming up, and things have gone a little sideways. I'm out of map gas.
Map gas? I can get you some, but I want to play too. What do you need? Nitrous oxide? Hydrogen cyanide?
No, I want the one with propylene, methylacetylene, and propidine in it.
What kind of map gas is that? I haven't had chemistry in over a decade, but those all sound like combustible hydrocarbons.
Because that's exactly what they are.
What they are.
Not that I'm against the application of fire, but isn't that going to explode in a spectacular and rather attention-grabbing fashion?
Used improperly, it can be dangerous, but I've never had map
Right.
gas explode on me before.
Oh, you mean for cutting and brazing? Okay, I thought we were talking about maps, minor attracted persons. I mean, with Father John here, I thought we were going hunting.
What? No, with all the work I've got to do, I can't take time out to go hunting. Besides, my freezers are full.
Oh, and John? Yes, Father? Not that I condone any injurious action against your fellow man. I think that phosphine would work a lot better than nitrous oxide. Much faster.
And you get Father John just giving this little suggestions. Oh, jeez. What's this next one?
Hey, boss, are you ready for the weekend? I've had this meeting planned for months. I can't wait to see how many people show up.
You know, you have been going on and on for a few weeks about putting the group together. What's it called again?
It's the Adult Thumbsucker.
Yeah, the assistant is a freak.
People
That's
who've
very
reached
true.
maturity but never did quit sucking that thumb.
Wait, you suck your thumb?
What? No, not me, but they have. I mean, can you imagine an adult who has trained their tongue their entire life to provide that negative pressure?
So let me get this straight. The goal is not to provide adults that never kicked a childhood habit with support, but to enlarge your dating group with other people that have a very specific skill set.
And what's so bad about allowing them to provide pleasure with something they suffer from?
That's about as wrong as using a Parkinson's patient to provide involuntary tug jobs. I mean, back me up, Father John.
Now hold on, we all talking about consenting adults here. Let him cook. Hey, boss.
God. I don't think I've seen
Hey,
this
boss.
one.
Happy Monday. How'd Mother's Day go?
I think she enjoyed it. We took her out for a nice family meal, brought her home, I gave her a massage, she got in the bubble bath with a chilled carafe of wine, and listened to an audiobook until she fell asleep.
That sounds nice. Joey Ray and I took Missy and Shayla to a swingers dungeon. You took your wives and your father-in-law to a what? Oh, hey, Father. A swingers dungeon. It's where you go to trade partners and play with kinky toys. By the newly elected American Pope, you best clarify. Did you take both of your wives, one of whom is related to the man you also took, your father-in-law, to a kinky dungeon? Well, yes, but I had Joey Ray go with Missy because she's not related to him. This ain't getting any better. You had your father-in-law take one of your wives to a kinky dungeon. A swingers kinky dungeon. You switch partners as soon as you get there. I do believe this is the first time I can't pull a quote directly from my beloved Bible. Chapter and verse has failed me.
Don't sweat it, Father. You're not the first person to be rendered speechless by his antics.
It's true, I've rendered plenty of people speechless, but it's usually the ball gag.
Oh, God. The way that he just ended with that one, that's just...
All right. John!
Yes. Oh, they're ready? I can get those polished up and sent off for silver plating.
I get that you want to make them pretty, but how is silver plating going to make them sound better?
Well, silver's naturally antimicrobial, so you're not going to get an infection.
The order says these are for sound games. What the hell are you going to get? An ear infection from a bad ring?
You need to read the fine print better, boss. Those are for sounder games.
Sounder games? How the hell do you play that? These things are
I don't think want to know.
a pound a piece.
It's actually a great endurance competition. Here, what you do is you get a good stiff tube steak and then you shish kebab it. Now, all the members have to stand there and see how long they can remain in attention, and if you droop, you drop. So the last man still impaled wins.
These are willing human participants?
Willing? Those are for the finalists. They have to qualify for 3 rounds of preliminaries in order to just get the privilege of using those.
And here my friend group just banned Monopoly because it was too competitive.
Right. I don't think I want to... Oh, God, that's... What?
Hey, boss, I just got a call from one of your old friends. He says he's going to kick your ass later.
Really? I'm sure I earned it, but what'd I do?
Apparently, you managed to rain some very intimate imagery onto his car windows, and it just rained yesterday.
Ha ha! I've been waiting for that payoff for weeks now. He just now noticed it? What was he doing?
Well, apparently it started raining while he was in a funeral procession. He was driving the grieving widow to the gravesite.
Hopefully the imagery reminded her of better days.
He sent pictures with the text. How did you do that? That was really intricate.
Oh, you just take your images to a screen printer. They can make the most intricate things out of vinyl stickers. You just put it on the window, wax on, wax off, peel, and wait.
What on earth did he do to you that has you so remorseless?
Nothing yet. That was just the opening salvo. He told me he'd obliterate me in a prank war, and I couldn't do anything that would piss him off.
He said that to you? He must not know you very well for being a friend of yours. Jeez, I remember the time you farted in that old man's oxygen.
You know, he spends most of his time on DeviantArt. No, I don't think he does. At least with the prank wars and stuff, because as far as I know, all the characters in these shorts are actual people. He's just playing them in the videos rather than having his actual assistant, John and Joey Ray, on this. But they are apparently actually real people. And then here's another. Oh, here we go. This is the most recent one.
Hey, but all right. All day long, you've been smiling and polishing that plastic flatware like a goon. What are you doing?
This weekend, a few of my friends and I are going to go on a fishing trip. I am just rubbing a little bit of this Oragel all over all of these spoons, knives, and forks.
All right, but you've been doing this for like 4 hours. I mean, how many of these things did you do?
Well, Rome wasn't built in a day. I mean, there's 192 pieces in this set.
Your prank war buddy's going on
Wow.
this trip, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I take
some
it that's the only
dedication
set
to
of
those
cutlery that's
pranks.
going on this trip. That means yourself and all of the other friends of yours are going to be using.
You know what? To catch yourself in your own crossfire of a prank for the purposes of the prank is like that is like the utmost dedication to the prank itself. I gotta give it to him.
That too, right?
Props on that.
Well, yes, but I've already done my prep work. I'm paying everyone $50 a meal for using this cutlery and not saying anything to him.
Okay, so his mouth is going to go numb every time he eats. Ha ha, where's the prank?
The prank is this is his birthday fishing trip. He's 49. I have been putting the suggestion in his head that the human body changes every 7 years. 49 is divisible by 7. So, I also indicated that allergies change every 7 years, so he's going to be eating off of the same menu as everyone else, but no one else is going to be complaining about the numbness in their mouth, which is a sign of an allergic reaction.
You know, for raising 4 kids and running 3 businesses, you have a lot of time on your hands.
That is some dedication to the prank there. Props to him on that one, because holy crap, that takes. I think the other one was this one.
All right, boss, things kind of played out like you said they would, but I have no idea what's going on. Why did everything go down just like it did?
Oh, my prank war buddy? You saw him leave?
Lit out of here like his ass is on fire, just like you said he would. What'd you do?
Oh, I just got some Riddick's lice shampoo and left it out where I knew he would see it during a visit. I let him know the kids brought a little something home. I don't have to worry about it myself. So all I had to do was scratch at my body every once in a while. I could see and sweat.
Okay, but you know this is going to involve his family because he's going to go home and be freaking out to his wife.
She's actually in on it this time. She offered me $200 if I could find a way to get him to deep clean the house before their parents arrive for their visit. I told her I'd give her $500 if she lets this go long enough that he shaves his head.
Well, as long as she's in on it, I suppose it's fair. You did mention he's a bit of a germaphobe. How bad is it?
Well, he's not quite as bad as Howie Mandel, but he's got a tick that you can set off. If you rub your fingers together for a second and then smell your hands like there's something wrong, he will immediately be overcome with the need to go wash his.
And this man challenged you to a prank war? The hell's wrong with him?
No. That's why I've been going so easy on him. Just wait until I start investing time and money.
How is sending 500 or paying his wife $500 to make sure that goes on long enough for him to shave his head, not investing money into it? I mean, if that's not what he considers investing time and money into it, holy crap. I'd hate to see what it is when he does consider investing time and money. Well, actually, I think we have we might have an actual where is
All right, we'll make sure he's there. Bye-bye.
no, not that one. Here we go.
Hey, boss, who are those people standing out by the road in front of your property with cameras and clipboards?
Oh, those are HOA agents. They know they're not allowed on the property anymore since they've been officially trespassed, but they can stand on the road and video in as much as they want.
Well, that's not very nice.
It's not nice, but it's legal.
Well, that's a pretty calm way to go about it, but what is this?
That is a chemical lure. You attach it to a bug zapper so that the mosquitoes just flock to it.
Yeah, but there must be 30 of them here. Do you even own a bug zapper?
Nope. What I'd like you to do is to put those on posts in 10-foot intervals all along the front of my property, please.
You want to attract mosquitoes without killing them? You know West Nile virus is supposed to hit hard this year. Anyone that spends a significant amount of time by that road is gonna... Boss, that's not nice.
No, it's not nice. But it's legal.
That is one hell of a way to get back at an HOA. Let's see, what is...
Okay, boss. Your wife wants to know what the payoff's going to be for you donating to all of these charities on behalf of the HOA.
I'm kind of disappointed you weren't able to figure this out on your own. Let's recap. I donated a whole bunch of money to charities and then gave credit to the HOA, right?
Anonymously at that, so you can't even claim credit for it on your taxes.
And then I tipped off the local paper who wanted to do a fluff piece on the HOA board, and they did what?
What's up, Meowly?
HOA board? Oh, they took full credit. They said it lines up with their core values of community, family, charity.
Now I want you to set up a $500 donation to the National Abortion Fund, tip the paper off, and make sure we give full credit to the HOA board.
What's
That's
not
just
to get?
evil.
When the paper goes to interview the board for this donation, they're either going to have to take credit for it like they did all the rest, or there might be some anonymous tip-off that hits the papers about how they took credit for donations they didn't make.
Seeing as how their public image is all they really care about, you've generated quite the quandary for those silver-haired prunes. You are evil.
Yeah, that's pretty diabolical there. All right, where are we? We're at 95 on that. Okay. What's this?
Hey, boss, those HOA people are still on the side of the road videoing onto your property, and now your wife is mad because you wasted all that money on those LED lights that won't even
Right?
turn on.
He's
Oh,
playing
they're on,
some
and they're
massive
working.
3D chess.
How many times have they come back with a different camera?
This is the third time they're back today. They got a really nice camera out this time. It's rather popular with streamers.
Yes, well, I did some online shopping at Super Lighting LED. They're all infrared panels.
Those panels are huge. How much did that cost?
They only cost about $130 a piece, so maybe $2.5 grand.
So I'm guessing this washes out their camera or something?
It washes out their cameras, shows them in sharp relief for mine, and if they stare at it for longer than 10 seconds, it'll irritate their eyes.
That's not nice. Are you sure that's even legal, though?
Oh, the signage I posted next to each one of those light sources makes it perfectly legal, but they are still trying to find me. They're calling it an eyesore.
Amazing, the things a petty man can do when he has both money and time.
You think that's petty? Wait until my parabolic speaker comes in. I'll be able to direct sound to any one of them individually, and none of the others will be able to hear what they hear. They're going to lose their minds.
That's level of diabolical there. It's like $2.5 grand that he spends to piss off the HOA and then gets speakers to do that, and that's after he put the mosquito lures out there. That's wow. And then there's apparently this
Hey, boss,
one.
your wife just told me, but I'm sure I didn't hear that right. Did you just get yourself elected as vice president of the HOA board?
Yeah, I talked to a bunch of homeowners, and they're as tired of this thing as I am, so they went ahead and elected me to VP.
If you had the voting power to become vice president, why didn't you just go for the coup de grace and become prez?
The entire board that's sitting is the original board, and I'm guessing they wanted to protect their power because a new president can't be elected unless ratified by the entire board. Not so with the vice president.
Okay, so now you're the vice president. What good's that going to do?
The president and the vice president have sole veto power over any ordinance, fine, or rule brought before the HOA board.
Wow.
I guess that's one way to do checks and balances. Why did they think that would always work in their favor, though?
Probably because the president and vice president were founding members of the board and HOA as it was. They were husband and wife.
So what's your end game here?
Oh, I'm going to veto every new fine and rule and ordinance until they finally crack. If you keep them from collecting money long enough, they're going to choke. They'll have to disband and they're going to try and reform. Not enough people that live here are going to want to reform the HOA.
All right, well, if you can't solve the problem, be the problem.
I mean, that's definitely the way to do it. They didn't think it through when they putting the regulation to electing the vice president. No, they did not. That's usually how those things go, is they don't think things through for later on, and then people are going to end up coming in and messing things up and abusing the power that they thought they were going to always have. And then what's this
All right,
one?
boss, we're ready to close down for the week. And what's this? Why are there like 6 of these bags in the trash?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
most of them are
HOA
bags
is
of candy
just a
came
dumber, less powerful
Boss,
government.
these are
But
laxatives. How many have you eaten?
It can't be laxatives. I've been eating 10 or 15 a day all week. and I've been having a glorious bowel movement every evening.
You've been taking 15 times the recommended dose and it's just made you regular?
This must be his idea of a return prank. And to think, all this week I've been singing the praises of the bugler in my bowels for sounding the march of the colon soldiers with such beautiful regularity.
Your friend set this up as a prank, boss. You've eaten enough every day to qualify as a poisoning.
All week long, it's been so easy, not too hard, not too soft. It's normally every 3 days I drop a spiky Pringles can.
Boss?
And I've been saving a fortune on toilet paper, not having to stem the red tide from my broken brown eye.
Boss!
I get nosebleed from pushing so hard. Yeah?
You just found out that your friend practically poisoned you for a prank. Why are you not mad?
I'm not mad because my bowels have just had the best week of my life. Save the package for that. We're getting more.
All right, boss, we're ready to close.
That's funny. Actually, there's another one that I want to see if I can find. Where is it? He has other problems if that makes his. Yes, he does. I want to find. Let me see if I can actually pull it up from here, maybe, or no. No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it up from there. Actually, let me see if I can. Nope. Okay, I think this is.
Hey, boss, you coming to this year's offensive costume party?
There we go.
Offensive? No, you're trying to get me canceled? That's how you get canceled.
You sure? There's a $2,000 prize for the most offensive costume.
$2,000, huh? No.
I like that look. Who you thinking about being?
Offensive, right? I'm thinking Sean Combs.
You're going as P. Diddy? Now, how are you going to make that truly offensive?
Oh, I think I can. I'll just mix in a little country music.
All right, I'm at a loss. What you got?
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Got 10,000 bottles of baby oil. I can't believe how much it turns me on when people don't consent.
I was just going to go with Steve Irwin, South Park style, but holy hell, I think you got me beat. Hey.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat that one. That's good. We're just about at the end of the update for this one. Oh, wait, here we go.
Hey, boss, Boss? Joey Ray, what's going on here?
Boss ate my donut.
What did you do? Did you poison it?
No, I wore it.
You wore it? I don't get it. Why is he acting like that?
I wore it on my thing.
Oh, so even though there was a hole in it, it was a filled donut. How'd that taste, boss?
Offensive costume party. You found something you could win? Yeah. Oh, that was. Full. Why do we know? There we go. What in the world is this?
John!
Yes, boss?
What the hell is this?
Oh, that's from that old widow that sent that in. It was her late husband. She wants you to turn that into a knife handle for her.
Her late husband's, huh? A kind of creepy looking thing, but I could probably work this into a handle somehow. What was it before?
Well, I don't know what it was originally intended for, but she said they used it as a special nether ring for the twig and giggleberries.
Boil some water, please. John!
Oh. What is this?
John! Mr. Larper's order's ready!
Yeah, boss.
Oh, this is old.
That's a Larper, not Mr. Larper. It's live action role playing. He wanted the fake sword?
Order up!
I mean, no, that's clearly an older one for him, but that's that's pretty good. What?
All right, we'll make sure he's there. Bye-bye. Boss, you missed your physical again. I scheduled it for this Friday.
I don't know why you keep rescheduling it. I'm not going.
It's just an annual physical. It's never been an issue before. Why won't you go now?
Because I'm 45. They want to do a colonoscopy. I do not feel like having my southern hemisphere mapped out.
Oh, pretend you're back in the military. Think of it as a health and safety inspection for the barracks of your colon soldiers.
I've read the report. They go in a little over 5 feet. You want to go that deep up my ass? Ask my wife. She practically lives there.
Over 5 feet deep? You know, that doesn't sound particularly heinous. I can't wait until my 45th birthday.
I'm also not looking forward to the off-gassing. You know they inflate you with CO2 so they can get a better picture.
That don't sound half bad either. I wonder if they could use helium instead for me. Then they could tie a string to my dang-a-lang and let me float out of there like a balloon.
There is something not right with it. Joey Ray, you've had one of these before. How bad is it?
It's not so bad, and afterwards you save a lot of money on toilet paper because your turds don't touch the sides anymore.
I can't express the comfort your words have brought to me.
All right, looks like it has finally finished updating, so there we go. Hit that, and that. And now we're got it launching up. Well, now we're just waiting for it to launch up. And this is the first time that I've played this on this season. It was fun.
breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am, but I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of shit, then my words is a laxative. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, but we bringing that low town. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Interesting intro. I probably think that's one of the better Legend intros I've seen.
Another season, another chance to make it to the top.
I'm gonna do solo for a bit because it has been over a month since I have last played this. Let's go ahead and unlock them because I've got plenty of the points to do that. Got 19 days left in this split. Alright. Should be able to max out things. Sparrow's fun to play. I might try him out a little bit. Because, yeah, I've not played in little over a month. He's got a double jump? Okay. Alright. What is going to be our loadout?
Need something? I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
I mean, if one thing having that new legend there makes it easier for me to choose Loba, because before it was hidden behind my phone. Now it's only half hidden. And there's Mirage and Lifeline now hidden by the phone. Okay, got some.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. Control.
There y'all are. That was a Sparrow, I guess. Or it was a bow check.
Zone B captured.
They took a zone.
Zone A captured.
He's... Got ya.
Tossing frag.
They took a zone. Don't they know who they're retarding? Recharging
Alright, let me
shields.
get my shields back. What else? What am I hearing? There's some weird stuff that I'm hearing over there.
Nobody steals from me.
Ah, they got lucky. Oh, they were so slow, too. How did I not... Got him.
Frag out.
There's an ash somewhere nearby.
Bandit here. Setting a portal. Portal placed.
I did not want to end up dropping.
Back. Jump drive active.
Looks like they neutralized the zone.
Recharging shields.
And I'm not exactly sure what I was trying to do there, but
Recharging.
clearly did not work.
Fox 3, sending it home.
Come on. Come on. Where's... Ah, didn't get away. Almost got you. But he didn't get away either.
We neutralized their zone. And I feel just awful about it. Neutralize our zone.
Damn.
Recharging shields.
Bandits to the zone.
Man, missed getting them. Got him.
They're halfway to the finish line. And I'm done playing footsie.
We got that capture bonus. Not coming.
Come on, peek your head out. I know you're still there.
We neutralized the zone. That's one step.
Somebody's crabering.
Look out, grenade. Recharging my shield. Heads up. Stinger incoming.
They got him. And where do you think you're trying to shoot at me from?
Recharging my shields. Let's do some shopping. Beleza. Another beautiful piece.
Recharging shield.
You ran, you little wuss. Ah, wasted the shot. There's somebody. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Recharging my shield. Punching a tunnel.
Nah, there's not. I'm not gonna be able to hit that. If there's somebody still there. Yeah, there was somebody still up there, but
Portal placed.
I have eyes on the enemy.
you got in my way.
Recharging my shields. Recharging shield. Body shield here.
I swear I'm hearing somebody else.
I'm back. Death's never stopped me.
Oh, there's somebody up there.
Going to phase.
Hey, come on. I need to be able to see out this. I escaped.
We get a zone. I dare them to take it.
Jump drive set.
That didn't make it. Alright, just climb up.
Charging up my shields. Looks like they need to recharge my shields.
Come on, I want to be able to make these last 4 shots count.
Going to phase.
They got a zone. If they enjoy it, won't last long.
Y'all are getting in the way of my...
Recharging my shields.
They were getting in the way of my shots, and I don't appreciate that. Thank you. Made me waste 2 shots and not being able to take some people out.
Eat an arc star. Throwing arc star. Voice jumping.
Come on. Ah, you lucky.
They're about to win. Bangs out. Scub.
I see my shields need recharging.
Unused tunnel. Box 3, sending the payload. I set the portal.
Got him.
Recharging my shields.
Oh, great. Another squad just nuked.
Throwing jump drive.
Let me just get over here.
Going to phase. Good down.
Where are you? Come on.
Scores for bird.
Got him. Oh, they finally ended up taking me out. I was actually doing pretty good with that close.
Need help.
I think that's actually made it to where we win.
Zone is ours now. Lady Victory is around the corner. Don't want to keep her waiting. Jump drive. Jump drive activated. Took a zone.
Yep, we won.
Don't they know who they're dealing with?
Oh. I got the thing for the R9. Where am I at with the longbow after that? I'm at level 99 with it. Now it's time to run up and up close on everyone.
I came here for revenge, but I'll stay for the treasure.
Hold on to me, Tinny. This won't take a second.
Alright, we're starting off with this.
Launching me knuckle cluster.
Recharging my shields. Jump drive in position.
I ain't out yet. Let's go say hi, eh?
Let's get my shields back. Oh, damn. Because he had the havoc. Just like how they're just being up there on the...
Deploying me knuckle cluster.
Got him.
Recharging shields. Jump drive in position.
Alright, where is everyone? Ah, you had two people hitting me there.
Right here. Recharging
Alright, they're up.
shields.
Oh, damn. Devo, shit.
They thought they could stop me. How cute. Throwing jump drive.
I am not... I'm getting damaged, but... I'm actually not getting damage. I'm only at 300.
Knuckle cluster out. Dropping the mother load. Mind your head.
My accuracy at range is not there.
Jump drive in position.
Halfway to winning, folks. Reckon that makes
Recharging my shields.
Ah, Why were...
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Alright, where is... Damn, I can't get... Oh, that's... That did not go well. Alright, let's see if we can redeem ourselves on this TDM.
This one's for the kids back in Harris Valley. The ring is one hell of a beast.
I came here for revenge, but I'll stay for the treasure.
Alright, let's try this out. Alright, where... There we go. Got him. Ah, missed those 3 shots. It's time for me to change positions. And I need to heal up.
Recharging my shields. Throwing jump drive. Opening shot. Come see the merchandise.
Thank you for that, Kraber.
Home with me tonight.
I absolutely was not gonna let you get...
Jump drive out.
Let's change our position again. And I landed right on top of someone.
I'm back and ready to hit 'em harder.
Where's that Pathfinder? Why is it all of a sudden that I can't move? Ah, you lucky.
Jump drive in position. Recharging my shields.
Come on. Oh, they've already taken them out. Now, let me get up top. Maybe I can get better.
Being delivered. Sponsored by Chevrex.
How am I missing that shot? Seriously? How am I missing? Thank you for...
Jump drive out. Recharging shields. Recharging my shields.
Give me my shield to recharge.
Alright, come on.
Bring down some destruction.
I will take that for...
Recharging my
using the last two of... It's alright, you can pick up that Kraber that has 0 rounds in it. I am not so happy about the missing all of those rounds to Kraber, though.
jump drive activated.
Here we go again.
Recharging my shields.
Shields taking a turn.
And we get our shields up.
Recharge my shield. Shield up. Switch things up with my recharging shield.
Come on. Ah, darn. Let's try that again. That wasn't horrid. I was missing a lot on those. Alright, so just have to end up getting the battle pass complete within the next few days, which is not impossible. I only need to get to level 60 on it anyways.
See your imperfections in your enemies, then crush them.
Gold goes so well with a diamond.
Finding you in the ring will be easy. Finding a new home? Still figuring that out.
Welcome back, Meowly. Alright, Reaper, have a good night.
Tracker set. I'm ready to gather intel.
I know I saw somebody.
Out. A tra poco. Opponent found and tracked.
Shields are depleted.
Well, I got a hit on somebody.
Tossing frag.
Let's change a little our point of attack.
Frag out. Recharging my shields.
And come on.
Recharging shield.
Tracker set. I'm ready to gather intel. I'm recharging my shields.
Where are they? I know I saw you.
Chucking an arc star. Enemy track. Chucking an arc star.
Got him.
I'm back. Scanning for enemies. Bullseye.
Alright, come on. I can't hit so easily in there.
Un momento, per favor. Enemy track.
Activating jump drive. Recharging shields.
Alright, so I got somebody providing me backup on this side.
Throwing jump drive.
Tracker jack out. Enemy track.
Alright. Let's try to get those few.
Frag out.
Time to be caught like a rat in a trap.
Recharging my shield.
Damn it.
Enemy. Let the ambush begin.
I am missing too many shots that I don't want to be missing. Finally got a hit on one of them.
Attention.
Tracker set. Tracker out.
Jump drive in position.
Tracker out. Watch out. Enemy here.
Recharging shields.
Let's get back over here.
Tracking an enemy. Frag out. Frag out.
Now they're all down there. Alright.
Arc star out. Chucking an arc star.
Frag out.
Where? Okay, there's the Valk over there.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
Dropping a tracker.
There we go. You should be able to get them now.
Still fighting. Ready to ruin someone's day.
How did you not? Wow, that's...
Halfway.
Tracker in place. Sending out tracking an enemy.
Damn. My accuracy is trash.
Frag out.
There we go. It's only taken me way too many shots to get a hit.
Setting a tracker.
These bonds aren't easily broken.
Opponent found and tracked. Tracking. Thermite grenade out.
Jump drive in position.
Changing angle of attack here.
I'm back. Didn't really have any other plans. Boom. Tracker set. Sending out the track. Enemy track.
me get in on this. Alright, got in, got out, got the kill. Let's get back over there now. Ah, where'd that come from? Oh.
Jump drive in position.
Did I get the nade off? That's the question. Nope, I did not get it.
They thought they could stop me. How cute. Throwing jump drive.
Ah, I didn't get that off.
Jump drive in position.
Ow. Well, we won. All right. That's not what I wanted to hit. That's what I wanted. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What, Meowly? Oh, the nade. Yeah, no, I didn't get the nade off. Yeah, no, I was not lucky enough to get that off. Now, I think this is probably going to be my last mixtape, and I'm going to do some solo ranked.
Wanna fly? I make a great wingman.
Ready, steady, go!
Watch out. I'll eat you alive.
Yeah, I'm just kind of want to get back in the groove after being away from the game for so long. Let me get to this spot over here.
Jump drive.
Zone A captured.
Jump drive in position.
All right, let's see. There's somebody that's over there running. There's somebody just there. I expect I should see somebody coming up here soon.
And they got a zone.
Ooh, you got me before I got you.
Recharging my shield.
Fox 3, sending it home. Charging on my shield.
Gotcha. I know where I need to be aiming now. Okay, you're
There's
going
one
up.
neutralized.
You're trying to get up
Another
there.
notch in our belt.
Which
Enemy there.
he's trying to end up going.
Okay, breather. It sucked. Now I'm back in the
You want to know something? I can hit you from there, but you can't hit me.
We get a zone. I dare them to take it.
Come on, poke your head out for me. I can do this all day.
Bogey here.
Let's see, I can even move to where you don't even have a head on my. Come on, I know you're still over there.
Fox 3, launching missiles.
Did you actually run from there? I think you may have run. You didn't want to keep playing that.
Charging on my shields. Great. Other squad is in the zone.
faster, faster, faster.
Come on, there's a Valk right over there.
I wonder what they found.
There goes a zone. It won't last.
Okay, did they not? I'm surprised. Okay, now they finally took
We
him.
neutralized their zone, and I feel just awful about it.
You know what? I'm gonna hit this and go across the way.
Must go faster. Hitting the eject button.
Jump right
Get
up.
up here.
Recharging shields. Getting hit with an EMP.
Being downed is rápido, rápido.
Come on. Poke your head out. I want to see your.
Recharging shields.
Damn it. How did that not end up hitting him?
Eat an arc star. Charging on my shields.
Damn it. I can't seem to be hitting those distance shots.
They took a zone. Don't they know who they're dealing with?
That's gonna keep.
Recharging shields.
Recharging shields.
You're still over there, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Recharging shields.
And
Charging on my shields.
gotcha.
Head on swivel. Bogey landed near me.
Ready, set, go.
That was the same Valk that was trying to do the play against me on.
Nice job. Recharging shields.
Watch out, enemy there.
They are coming in to. I gave him the runaround. But my accuracy is pretty crap.
They thought they could stop me. How cute.
Check 6. Bandit touchdown near.
That was BS. It didn't allow me to do the second jump.
Zone C has been neutralized.
Fox 3, I got radar lock.
Zone C
Charging up my shield.
Charging on my shield.
Let's get our point back.
Charging up my shield.
An enemy landed near me, amigos.
Recharging shields.
Alright, where was the person that decided to try to do that on me?
Landed near me.
Hey, we got his own.
A neutralized.
You're over there.
Tossing jump drive.
Captured.
Alright,
Charging shields.
you give me this Kraber where...
Captured.
Bandits took a zone.
Charging on my shields.
Alright, so where's more people?
We neutralized their zone.
Is that somebody? Yeah, that's somebody right down there.
Charging up my shields.
Damn. Double damn. Triple damn.
Zone A has been
Charging up my
neutralized.
shields.
I ran
Come
away
on.
from the light, compadre. Woohoo, that's gonna kick.
God damn it. How? That's frustrating.
Zone A neutralized.
Usually I'm much...
Zone A has been captured.
And that's
Charging up my shields.
They must be on that side. Let me get
Throwing jump drive.
up here, see if...
We're about to win.
Charging up my shields.
fire in the hole.
Can I end up getting us... Okay, there's somebody.
Faster, faster, faster.
Ay-ya.
We've picked up the lead. Sometimes you need a woman's touch.
Alright, there's one. Got him! Finally, at least one shot got me the...
Jump drive set. Keep your
Alright, let's... I'm in bronze. Well, I mean, I didn't end up... Yeah. Because I didn't play at all during the previous split, I think. Like, I was... But it's bronze, so I should be able to get out of this pretty quickly.
After what I've seen, nothing down there scares me.
This is your champion.
Anyone want to take me out? Come find me. I'll buy the drinks.
Alright, so where are you going to be dropping us?
I like this spot. I'm the jump master. You're falling for me already. Let's find something good. Enemy landed near me. Just can resist we can.
I am down. You will grapple.
Jump drive in position. Frag out. Recharging my shields.
A hostile is healing right here, friend. Hostile close.
I cracked an enemy shield. Reloading. Reloading.
Shields are depleted.
Come on.
Recharging.
1 minute until the ring closes, and everything here is gone for good.
Efficient.
Damn it, that hurt.
I have been down.
Taking fire.
What?
I
That's...
shot at the commissioner too, and he got over it. So we're good.
What was the...
Attention. Evo harvesters.
That was pretty bad showing.
Bogey in my
That was...
crosshairs.
That was bad. I can't believe that. Oh well, there's no buy-in at this thing, so it's just play, have fun.
Time to get out there and shoot with reckless abandon.
Remember that.
Oh, che bello.
This outfit could use some high caliber accessories.
Introducing your champion.
Now what do we got?
I like this.
Where are we going?
Towers is a good choice.
Sure.
What'd you say?
Enough line.
yeah.
Towers.
Dropping.
All right.
Found an enemy out there.
Let's see. Up. I will take that. I'm ready to fight.
Ready for what?
We got the squad near us.
I believe that they went over to the other tower. We can push
I
them
see
if you
an
want.
enemy over there.
Setting a tracker.
Tracker out. Scanning for enemies. I think someone's already been through that area.
Attention.
There's also up at Gardens.
Tossing jump drive.
Shotgun
There's
bolt here.
Yeah, I see him.
Attention.
Oh, they're other
Evo
side.
harvesters are online.
Tracker scanning.
One's cracked.
Tracking an enemy. Let the ambush begin.
Grenade out. Tossing an arc. Cracked an enemy shield.
Cracked one.
Chucking an arc star.
Thermite out. Thermite out. Recharging my
You followed him now, alright?
Did they go up to the third floor?
Yeah, I'm hearing him up there.
Tracker dart out.
Possibly low.
Ooh, got a care pack. On your toes. Got a target over here. Huh. Let's check out this area.
tossing an arc star. Activating jump drive. Time to freshen up my shoes.
Reloading.
I cracked an
There, one
enemy
left.
shield. Target down. A new level and an upgrade to choose. Enemy kill.
Got an enemy there. Here comes the sting.
Jump drive set.
They're shooting at me.
I can't heal you for 13 more seconds. Fall back, you're out in the open. Get on cover.
Damn it, that hurt.
There's two squads here.
Yeah, I'll crawl back here.
Just back out, run off.
Grenade, move. You were just going to spray and pray? Where's your sense of style?
I don't know why you were.
Grab that banner. We leave no one behind.
Should have ended up just running rather than trying to fight that. But yeah, it was squad that we had been fighting. Like I thought we took two of them out. Well, no, because it was a ballistic that I was fighting, so that was another squad. Yeah, and they got no ammo. When is this match gonna queue up?
Laser sight here. Level 3. Let's go here. Backpack here. Level 3.
Okay, let's go back to lobby because I think it's not queuing up from there.
Apex, then I'll play some forwards. Yo, y'all got mics?
No.
No, no mics, no this. Hey, Mike, yippee. I got my wisdom teeth out this week. I'm kinda loony right now. And kinda running off of no sleep. So, FYI.
Alright, let's get
God
this.
damn, my mouth hurts. I
Well,
guess
then
I'll play
probably
Mirage.
it's not gonna be a good idea to be
God,
trying to talk.
damn, that's a low skin. Already got a support, I guess. Guess I could cut Ash.
So long as you follow my lead.
Now it works, I guess.
Introducing your champion.
I'll break your heart, and then I'll break everything else.
Alright, let's see about winning
hell
this.
Nah. You want y'all be jump
Let's
master. I
land
don't want to be
here.
that. Oh hell nah.
Let's find something good.
Ain't this wonderful?
I wonder
Go
what
in
we'll
this
find
building.
over there.
Shotgun arsenal here. Target landed near me. Bold move. And fatal. Oh, enemy shield cracked.
Closing thermite.
Reloading. Enemy down. I'm out of shotgun ammo.
Cracked an enemy shield. Reloading.
I'm out of shotgun ammo. Another enemy. I'm out of heavy ammo. Enemy killed. First blood is ours.
Enemy killed.
Impressive kill.
Alright, so there's shotguns, so that's... You know what? We're taking...
Reloading.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
Where's somebody trying to...
The next ring's far. Come on, loot as you go.
This will mind them.
They're over here.
Taking fire. Opening fire. I shattered an enemy's shield. They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Time to bind you.
Closing jump drive.
Look out,
Evo
grenade.
harvesters are online.
Where are you trying to run?
Reloading. Enemy shield broken. I'm out of energy ammo. Caught with no way out. Reloading.
Reloading.
Gotcha.
Squad down. A new level. An upgrade is a fitting reward.
Cut down an enemy.
There is a new kill
Light.
leader.
Taking fire. I have caught them.
Alright, I'm coming back into the fire.
I'm so sorry, guys. I only have a shotgun.
Shot at. Reloading.
That's fine.
Making contact with enemy.
Warning.
Need to recharge my shields. The ring is coming. Reposition. Now. Time to bind you. Caught with no
I got one down there.
I cracked an enemy. Taking fire.
I downed an enemy.
Nice, nice.
Throwing jump drive.
Boy, how am I the kill leader? What?
I cracked an enemy shield. Shooting at them. Down.
Oh, he's one hit.
Enemy. Got you.
Not so fast, caught.
Got him.
Rat in a trap. I'm under fire. Reloading. That was all that remained of a pitiful squad.
If one of you gonna grab my
Okay,
banner and
well, I avenged you. Sorry, let me just grab some stuff, then I'll get you up real quick. Here we are.
I have the banner. We must correct their failure.
Hey, what, buddy? Hey, for dude with only a shotgun, I got 4 kills, so that's kind of funny.
I'm trying to figure. I don't even know what my damage is right now. That's not as where I would like it to be.
I couldn't leave so many treasures behind.
Enemy here. Heavy ammo here.
Hey, I recommend y'all come
An
this way,
enhanced
by the
weapon.
way.
You'll knock them dead.
Just, you know, if y'all want to have a fun time.
Let me catch back up to y'all. Grab
Don't.
that.
Oh, wait, I'm muted on Discord. I can't tell them not to do that.
Jump drive in
Oh wait,
position.
who's the raiding?
Hey, let's...
Oh, Jack, thanks for the raid.
Yeah, let's go in here.
I hope your stream was good. Sorry, it's like I'm on
Hey,
my alerts are not showing through. But I hope you had a good stream. I hear that.
Not so fast. Time to find you. Enemy shield cracked. Reloading. That was all that remained of a pitiful squad. Enemy on me. Shooting. Shooting. I'm under fire. Shields are depleted. Recharge. This will buy you caught with no way out.
Reloading. Jump drive in position.
Alright, I'm right behind you, Dragon.
I'm under fire. I shattered an enemy's shield. Shields are depleted.
Fine. Recharging my shield.
Recharging shields.
Heal, heal, heal.
Need to recharge my shield.
Let's put you in a caught like a rat in a trap.
Ow, son of a month of not playing and my accuracy is shit.
Shut up.
There's two over here. Coming in behind you running.
My bad, guys. I'm distracted.
Yep, I'm just sort of warming up. Let's see. What was my summary on this? Not... It's pretty bad for bronze, but again, a month of not having played, actually a little longer than that. You had another tab open? Oh, you got hit by the ads? Yeah, those are almost done. 15 seconds.
I suppose you did something right, August.
Newt and I go straight back to the lab right after I wreck you lot.
is your champion.
I mean, ideally, I should be able to place decently enough, but I'm also being quite aggressive on my play right now. Welcome back, Jack.
Don't be afraid. Just close your eyes and lean in.
I think I'm gonna end up going solar.
Let's find something good.
Copy that.
Well, I saw something that I absolutely want. And I got.
Got my weapon in hand. Let's do this. This weapon's enhanced. Quite the feat of science.
All right.
Attention. First blood.
I am
Oh, first blood. Who'd have thought a blood
pretty much set now.
Beginning ring countdown.
We're not all in the ring, dears.
Yeah, definitely talk about loaded. Oh, that's called super loaded. When did the gold stocks get on the ground? Sounds like they're fighting from ship. Yeah, they're inside the ship.
The enemy's making a ruckus that way.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader? Interesting. We've got 10 seconds. I hate to say it, but looting time's over.
Vault keys in front of us too.
Reloading.
In progress.
Inside the ring, and a wall of death is coming our way. Procure the key card. Now let's get to that bridge. Target over there.
They ran.
This weapon's in hand. Listen up, I'm getting Nazi right here. They're shooting at me. Broken enemy shield. Dog's coming to you. Grenade! Tossing a thermite. I'm down.
Where did they hit you from?
Need help on your feet now. Plenty of fighting.
Don't try to activate it.
Bad. Whoa, I've been down.
Reloading.
I've got to back out. There's a third squad coming.
Oh, just a wee scratch, dear.
Recharging shields.
Recharging my shields. Let's shift our orbits that way. Oops. Classic human error.
Shattered an enemy shield. Reloading. There. Jump drive out. Recharging my shields.
Nice.
I've leveled up. An upgrade awaits. I've chosen an upgrade. Healing.
Flinging thermite.
Can I get drone?
Reloading. Enemy removed from the data pool.
Okay, maybe I won't get heals. Holy crap. About time.
I should heal. I've got to look my best for the video. Tossing jump drive. Another squad's attacking. I cracked. Got another squad. Arm up. I need shields.
Singularity deployed. Being shot at.
I've got...
We downed another. They're shooting at me. Broken enemy shield. Enemy shield broke. Bad. I'm out of energy ammo.
Recharging shields.
Killed a hooligan. Reloading.
I'm gonna get back up there.
Recharging my shields.
And the vault is open. Ladies first.
All right. I basically got what I need from that.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Get me up here.
Next ring's not close. I see someone over there.
An enemy. Look, stay in there.
Keep the healing coming. Using jump drive.
Replicator incoming.
They're below me.
Pulling the trigger. Throwing thermite grenade. Thermite grenade out.
Target down.
And that was the last one.
All right.
Of the squad's left. Oh, I'm the kill leader. I can't wait to pop the trophy next.
Healing.
My accuracy's getting there now.
Standard stop here. Level 3.
The next ring's quite a trek, and we're down to 45 seconds.
I mean, my damage is not quite where I'm wanting it to be for this, but
Extra treasures here. You're welcome. Ten seconds until the ring closes.
yeah,
Grab what
let's
you need
get
and let's go.
ourselves... What's up, Deathheart? How's it going?
Rejuvenating.
Time's up and we're not in the ring. Move now. I see an enemy over there.
Wait, what's going on? What am I missing? Oh, Deathheart, thanks for the bits.
Ooh, care package on the way. I like the sound of that. Enemy there.
That. Care package over there.
Enemy over there. I wonder what they found. I heard them. They're shooting at me. Reloading.
Getting inside there. Damn.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at. Grenade deployed.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
Unleashing my spam bots are shooting at me.
Ow.
Recharging shields. Cover me, I'm using a Phoenix kit. Replicator incoming. Let's make ourselves something nice.
Let's explore this way. One minute, rings nearby. On your feet, Lifeline's got your back.
They're gonna try to fly on us.
Shields reach. I'm spotted, taking fire.
45 seconds until the ring closes. We've got time. Throwing jump drive.
Broken enemy shield. Shields recharging. Sal, need help. On your feet, darling. Plenty of fight left in you.
Shotgun jump drive. Fresh. Damn it, that hurt.
They're coming from both sides. I don't know how they managed to end up getting on that angle on me. Like, oh, that's how. Okay, because they saw me right there. And it was a 30-30. All right, this is probably going to be the last one for me today, and then I will raid on out because it's getting late and I still need to sleep to be on my proper schedule. I don't know how you got 3 typos.
I bet that's a good spot. Woman's intuition.
Okay, where are you going to be?
Never mind.
Follow me to victory.
I mean, Estates isn't bad. It's going to be crowded. And we're late.
Target landed near me. Bold move. And fatal. I'm down.
Stay with me then. Listen up, got another squad coming in.
Jump drive activated. Reload.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Recharging my shield.
First blood, good thing it's not us.
Just us now. I hope I can count on you.
Let's recover. Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
They're shooting at me. Jump drive in position.
Son of a... Alright, one more after this because that was...
I may have had one eye closed.
They're on top. Come on. Be nice to get a match going right now.
Well, it seems we have an enemy nearby.
Good grief, it's taken a while for this match to queue.
Solid copy. Let's go this way. I'm out of energy ammo.
Eyes up. Dropship incoming.
Come on, any time it queues up would be nice. And there's a Sheila. Actually, you know what? I know what we'll end up doing. We're gonna leave this. This is gonna be the last match, but there is something I want to end up trying, which we will try for a bit before I call it for the night. Let me pull it up and make the changes here. What is the what? There it is. There it is. Pull that up here. We're gonna try this out, and I do have my own. It is allow out, yes. All right, we got that. Let me make the change on. Okay. I did do that. At least I thought. Okay, it's okay, so I need to end up need to end up doing, hold on. I don't know. It should yeah, I know on that. So what is Let me do this real quick. See if I can. I need to. Okay, that's properly set up on that. Okay, so we got that taken care of. There we are. Okay. The resolution of it is pretty lackluster. But we're all set. Do that, that. Let's go with Apex, Baldur's Gate, that, go with those. And I'm not sure what that is, but okay. And then, okay, we're just gonna go with that for now. Skip that. We are definitely in English. Complete the profile. We're gonna change the photo. Go with this one. So what is this anyways? It's called Voop Chat or Voopy Chat or however that's supposed to be pronounced. It's basically I think the uh way of saying it's Omegle for VTubers. We're just gonna leave that as it is. Nope. Let me hide that again real quick. So that I can see what's the need to pull up the not desktop where it this PC, this assets, stream assets. There we go. There we are. Now I can bring the thing back up. Oh, we got what is the YouTube or okay, we'll just save those changes there. Okay, looks like we're set up on that. All right, so how do I okay, looks like we're good on that. So we're gonna try it. Let's see what happens. Matching. probably should. Let's move a little bit. Oh, all right. So you can't move too much because it's basing off of. All right, let's see if it actually matches to anything. It says there's 3 users on, so there's not that many people, I guess. We'll do that to indicate that it's live, I guess. What is open bag? Okay. I wonder if it's actually going to connect to anybody. It'd be a shame if it doesn't. I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to end up being. You get 2 of myself on the screen, but I can't really do anything about, well, I mean, I could, but where would be the fun in that? See, one of the things that I'm noticing with this is that the Voopy chat camera is completely reversed to mine. I'm wondering if it's actually going to do anything because I'm not sure. I'm wondering, it is kind of odd, but because I mean, if it's kind of a shame. I was wanting to see if it was going to do anything, but it seems like it's not, which I don't know. Switch. Okay, maybe it's because of, let's try this because it's saying that I should probably be on Chrome or Microsoft. So let's try that. Uh, no, all right, let's see. Okay, so logging in to it over here. Why are you wanting to... Okay, so it is kind of working over there. So let's bring this over here. Quality looks a little bit better on that. So let me go ahead and add... which one is it? There we go. So bringing it back on that. All right, let's see if it actually connects now. If it doesn't, we'll just have to end up doing this at another time. Because I was just signing on to this kind of as a bit of a seeing what this is. Yeah, there's a bunch of ads on this. We'll give it a minute or two, see if anything happens, and then if not, then we just won't, we'll try it for another day. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's probably not going to connect, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to. Okay, we'll just try this again later at another date. It just doesn't seem like it's going to connect. So that's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Yeah, so, okay. Well, I do appreciate everybody for having stopped by. I'm going to go ahead and raid on out. Uh, raid out to the... We'll raid out to Girl DM. And let me set up a raid message for us. Right, so here is the raid message for us on this. Again, I appreciate everybody for stopping by for today. Sorry that we didn't manage to get the Voopy chat thing working, but it is what it is. We'll just try that out at a later time until I will be back tomorrow, though. So, all right, I will see you all again tomorrow. Until tomorrow, bye now.